Alright, well this morning when I woke up I had a question for me left on YouTube by someone by the name of Animesh, and I apologize if I got your name wrong. Anyway, the question is, what's your opinion, any other book or video that you'd suggest for Krav Maga or self-defense? Another question is how Savat, Muay Thai, or kickboxing would be for self-defense. Well, good questions, I'll answer them in order. So, as for books and videos and other instructors I'd recommend for Krav Maga and self-defense, well, as for the book, look, I'm not really a big reader. I prefer actually training with someone in person. I find that's how I get the best, the most out of the training. Videos and books and all that is a way for me to substitute. But I love learning. I'll take, information from any source that I can get. When it comes to educational books, I generally don't like to read them unless it's the only way I can get the information. But if there was, say, a book where there was a, like a audiobook version of it, I'd take that because I learn better by listening than by reading. But all in all, to answer your question, this would be one of the only books I can recommend at the top of my head. There's other great ones out there, but I haven't read them, can't recommend them. Read this, recommend it. Yeah, it's called The Gift of Fear. It's by Gavin DeBecker. It covers a wide range of things. I'm not going to go through all of them because the book is that thick. But it is really great for understanding psychology of self-defense, or at least ways you can incorporate that into self-defense. The guy that wrote this is a criminal psychologist, and he's yeah, quite high up there as far as someone that I would recommend sitting back and listening to. And in fact, there's about a 50-minute long video where he's giving a lecture at some university. So what I'll do is I'll put the link to that in the description, assuming it's still on YouTube. Otherwise, it's going to be embarrassing when I'm like, oh yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. As for the videos that I would recommend, basically when it comes to self-defense, it's not so much the system or the style that'll make or break the system. It's really the instructor. So I'll give you some names of instructors that I really like that are really good. One, Richard Dimitri. Straight up, he was the founder of Senshido, but he doesn't work with the company anymore. He now, I think, just teaches under his own name. Anything that you find by him on YouTube, check it out. He's also got his own website. The other Senshido websites also have DVDs and also digital downloads, which don't cost that much and quite well worth it. Chris Roberts, founder of Safe International, also very close friends with Richard Dimitri. They're currently on tour together. Anything you find by, actually any instructor, I know I said it was either the system, sorry, it's not the system that makes or breaks, it's the instructor. However, they're quite thorough when they're picking instructors to represent Senshido or Safe International. So anything that you see by that, it's generally pretty safe to assume it's, it's going to be good information. But Krav Maga, yeah, not so much from what I found, unfortunately. However, there is one Krav Maga instructor that I would recommend. His name is, I've got to look at it because I can never fucking remember how it's pronounced. Lior Offenbach, at least I'm hoping that's how it's pronounced. And, he doesn't so much go into as much psychology as Richard Dimitri or Chris Roberts would, but, yeah, for the most part, I found that his version of Krav Maga, which is what he teaches under, is a lot better than what you'll find in anything like this, okay? These DVDs were given to me for free so I could give an opinion on them, and my opinion was that they're okay at best. The end. And you got this one that deals with all the basic stuff, and then you got a more advanced one. Another Krav Maga this one is actually one that I purchased because no one had a copy to give me, but fair enough. It's this one. Gun to Something by Mikhail Rupel. And if it's not how it's pronounced, I don't fucking give a shit. You can see how it's spelt there. Go type it up and find him. As for this gun disarming DVD, yeah, some of it was pretty good. Some of it, in my opinion, wasn't really my approach to dealing with gun defense. However, when it comes to this guy, I found that most of his stuff is generally incorporated with a bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or just the grappling style. Which really isn't my personal preference. But as far as his gun disarm stuff, it's better than a lot of stuff that I have seen in Krav Maga, put it that way. And also, this is the most advanced thing that you'll probably find for pistols. They deal with all angles. Doesn't mean that my recommendation would be to do every last thing that they state to do in this DVD, but like I said, they put a bit more thought into it than what I'd see from just your general average Krav Maga instructor. Also, other videos, anything that's put out by Nick Drossos. He's really good. Also, he used to train with Richard Dimitri and Senshido, among many other styles. So yeah, he's got two channels. One's under his own name, Nick Drossos. The other one's under Code Red Defense. Anything he puts out, also check it out. Really good. As I go along, by the way, I'm going to put all the links of these people I'm mentioning in the description. If they like, what's his name? Leo Offenbet, for example. I don't know if he has an official channel or not. So if he doesn't, I'll just post some links to videos uploaded by whoever the fuck, and then you can go from there. I also have a second YouTube channel where I've posted some segments of Richard Dimitri from the Senshido instructional tapes from back in the day. So yeah, if you do want to see any stuff by him, that's a great place to start. There's also other people that have uploaded stuff by him as well. So just type in his name, Richard Dimitri, into YouTube, and like a bunch of his stuff should come up. Anyway, there are other instructors I can't think of at the top of my head right now, but when I remember them, I'll just add them in the description as I go. Okay, anything you see in the description is worth checking out. And to answer your other question about what my opinion is of Savat Muay Thai and kickboxing as far as self-defense goes, I'll answer that question in a separate video, but I'll expand on the question and basically just incorporate all styles of traditional martial arts in my thoughts of what how well that would work for an actual self-defense situation versus sport or a style. But there's another martial arts slash self-defense instructor slash firearms instructor on YouTube, also a fellow Australian. His name's Luke Holloway. Now this isn't me doing like a shout out to go and check out all of his stuff. If you want self-defense, he mostly just posts up stuff that deals with martial arts. He does know a lot of self-defense, but he doesn't post all of that because he doesn't want people to know what his methods are in case they actually try to attack him. But the reason why I brought him up is because I'm going to quote something that he quoted. He says, martial arts are for self-perfection, whereas self-defense is for self-protection. And again, that's what I'm going to dwell into a bit more in the next video to answer your question. So stay tuned for that. And as always, stay safe.